Wake up at 5 a.m., meditate, journal, drink a green smoothie that tastes like lawn clippings, hit the gym, listen to a podcast on double speed, read a book a week, learn a new language, side hustle until your eyes bleed. Sound familiar? This is the modern gospel of self-improvement, a checklist for a supposedly better life handed down from productivity gurus. We're told if we just hustle harder, we'll unlock happiness, success, and maybe even the abs of a Greek statue. But let's be honest, when was the last time you actually felt enough? The goalpost just moves. You master the 5 a.m. wake up, but now you need a cold plunge. You read a book a week, but someone else reads 3. The hamster wheel just spins faster. This relentless pursuit doesn't feel like growth. It feels like a desperate scramble to fix something you've been told is broken. You. The whole enterprise is built on a toxic assumption: you are not okay as you are. Every moment you're not improving, you're failing. Relaxing is for losers. Enjoying a lazy Saturday? Weakness. This isn't a path to a better life, it's a recipe for anxiety. Your self-worth becomes conditional, always hanging on the next achievement, the next milestone, the next perfect Instagram story. And here's the kicker: this constant need to improve distracts us from what actually matters. We spend so much time optimizing our lives that we forget to actually live them. We trade genuine connection for networking, spontaneous joy for scheduled productivity. We're so busy building a life that looks good on paper, we end up with a life that feels empty. The hamster wheel keeps spinning, but we're not going anywhere meaningful. We're just getting really tired. Maybe it's time to step off. What if you're already enough? Self-improvement isn't new. Ben Franklin tracked his virtues in a private notebook, aiming for internal growth, not external validation. For centuries, self-help was a quiet, personal journey. Then came the Industrial Revolution, and suddenly, self-improvement became about productivity and efficiency. Books like How to Win Friends and Influence People shifted the focus from virtue to success. Fast forward to today, social media turned self-improvement into a performance. #HustlePorn glorifies burnout, turning personal growth into a public spectacle. The message isn't "how can I be better," but "how can I prove I'm winning?" The industry profits from your insecurity, selling planners, supplements, and courses to fix flaws it invented. Now it's not enough to have goals. You need the right gear, the right app, the right 5-year plan. What started as a tool for growth became a weapon of self-flagellation, fueled by social pressure and fear of being left behind. Welcome to the Burnout Olympics, where the prize is exhaustion and anxiety. We compare our productivity, our side hustles, our lives, always feeling behind. Social media is a highlight reel of everyone's wins, while you see your own messy reality. It's a game rigged to make you feel inadequate. The result? Chronic stress, anxiety, and a nervous system stuck in overdrive. Not because of real danger, but because you haven't meditated or hit your reading goal. This isn't healthy ambition, it's self-abuse disguised as discipline. Burnout follows, and the solution offered is always more hustle, more goals, more effort. We double down on what's burning us out, trapped in a cycle where the cure is actually the disease. Maybe the problem isn't your lack of effort, it's the relentless, joyless pursuit of perfection. The self-improvement world is obsessed with optimization. Your morning, your workout, even your bowel movements. Life becomes a spreadsheet, every hour color-coded and assigned a KPI. But a perfectly optimized life isn't a happy one. True happiness is found in unoptimized moments, spontaneous road trips, late-night conversations, laughing until you can't breathe. These aren't productive, but they're what make life worth living. The endless chase for more is a trap. Happiness isn't a destination you reach by checking boxes. Psychologists call it the hedonic treadmill. You get what you want, adapt, and chase the next thing. The chase becomes the addiction, not the achievement. So ask yourself, is your goal to impress others or to actually feel good inside? A life dedicated to endless optimization is a life lived in the future, always sacrificing the present. But tomorrow never comes. All you have is now. If your now is just a stepping stone to a future that never arrives, you've traded your life for a fantasy. Maybe it's time to live, not just schedule. In a world that worships hustle, doing nothing is a radical act. Not strategic downtime, just the art of doing F***ck all. Lie on the grass, watch clouds, sit with no phone, no agenda. This isn't laziness, it's liberation. Your value isn't tied to your output. Self-acceptance is the antidote to relentless self-improvement. Maybe you're not a broken machine. Maybe you're just human, and that's enough. Self-acceptance doesn't mean giving up on growth, it means changing your motivation. Improve out of self-respect, not self-hatred. Go to the gym because you appreciate your body, not because you hate it. Balance means knowing when to push and when to let go. Start small. Schedule a do-nothing hour. Walk without a podcast. Notice simple joys. The goal isn't to abandon ambition, but to untangle your self-worth from your productivity. For too long, we've let others define better as more money, more followers, more everything. But a life that's clean and optimized isn't a better life, it's a sterile one. Maybe better means getting enough sleep, laughing over a messy dinner, or embracing the full spectrum of human experience. Struggle and failure aren't bugs, they're features of a rich life. A good life balances ambition and contentment, hard work and lazy afternoons. The path isn't abandoning self-improvement, but approaching it with kindness and perspective. Ask, does this goal make me happy, or just look good to others? Is it adding joy, or just stress? Your life isn't a performance for an invisible audience. Choose self-kindness over self-criticism, balance over burnout, messy joy over sterile perfection. The most profound self-improvement might be learning to accept and enjoy the self you already have.